Bern, Switzerland. As with most cities in Switzerland, you're never far from a lake or a mountain. There's no shortage of chocolate or cheese. But Bern feels like you're on an island. It's built in a crook of the Ada River. There's river views and bridges everywhere you look, beautiful architecture and steeples popping up like a fairy tale town. And the food, absolutely sensational. We started in the mountains before we got to Center City and enjoyed every step of the way.
We're actually in the town that's called Meringue or Meringue. Meringue, where meringue was invented by an Italian here in Switzerland. So we're gonna get some of that meringue.
What is it?
It's basically like egg whites and sugar whipped to stiff peaks and then baked to a certain amount of time to hardness. Really good for the teeth, you know? Meringue. Okay, so we ordered sandwiches and a meringue. The meringue came first. So this is the associated restaurant with the original meringue factory. We're gonna rip right into this. Milan asked if it's hard. Yeah, she's hard. This is gonna rip right through our teeth. There's a look inside, a little biscuit center there. This will rot your teeth and chew like styrofoam. Incredible sweetness, and as much as it chews like styrofoam, the sugar just dissolves so quickly in your mouth, and that is a wonderful sensation. You should come and try some meringue, but we're starting with dessert today. Meringues, the original, that's where they came from. I'm pretty excited about the sandwiches next. It's not a sandwich, it's a sandwich-looking thing covered in cheese. So this is called a Williams. Looks like a sandwich covered in cheese. It's fondue-y. I think it's got Switzerland written all over it. But I'm pretty excited to stick into this cheesy goodness. Let's get some egg and ham and cheese. And it's got like a great stinky cheese smell about it going in. Like not stinky like Rockford stinky, but a nice Swiss. There's some potato in this bite as well. Yeah, I mean, it's everything that plate looks like. Little egg bites, the cheese. Yeah, I think it is a Gruyere. Possibly an Emmental. But I mean, nice and greasy. The grease dripping off the cheese. Potatoes are nice and soft, well cooked. Egg, beautiful. Bit of ham. It's a perfect open-faced sandwich. You can get some marmalade or something, some jelly in the middle. Yep, that's just some marmalade. Have I ever told you my joke about what's the difference between marmalade and jam?
No.
You can't marmalade your partner in the butt. This is, I mean, that is a bite and a half. We have been well informed by the locals about this city. We're gonna go find something to eat and, as per normal, do things backwards. We're going to start with Gelato di Berna, which I've heard wonderful things about. I did already go there and have my litmus test. I had my 3 top flavors, my chocolate, my pistachio, and my vanilla. We're going to go and have a little bit more tour of their wild flavors. Look at this city. It's screaming food right now at this hour. So I think I heard a story that Bern was named by the Swiss, the old village that lived here. Whatever the first animal was that they would go out and kill on their hunt, the city would be named after. And they got the most ferocious bear because they're the most powerful people. And they killed the bear. Yeah, and then they came back with duck blood and said, look, it's bear blood, guys. And then Bern was born. So that is the Stef Pazzo version of the history of Bern. We're getting pretty damn hungry. Tomorrow morning we're off to get some Swiss baked goods as well. Excited for the baked goods, but really, we're just really admiring the architecture here. That guy looks badass. Holes in the ground you could fall into and hurt yourself. Buses coming right at you. Clean though, clean buses. This is a safety hazard over here. If you're a little wobbly crossing the streets, that could be the end of the night for you. I love that they're so friendly, the Swiss people, or even the tourists here in Switzerland. The Swiss, what they are known for, their cheese, their chocolate, their neutrality. We're in Fairy Tale City here, still on our way for the old PDG. Everybody knows a PDG, right? Pre-dinner gelato. So another one here in Bern. Hannah, are you excited about the PDG? Pre-dinner gelato.
Pre-dinner gelato,
Yeah. All right. Gelato di Berna. We walked quite a long way to get here, and apparently it's worth being here because there's a whole fucking line of punters that we're going to have to wait to get into this shop. I mean, it's rammed for a reason. That's what we're doing. We're going to the place the locals go. This place, touted by the locals. Niederhauser, recommended. We're going to get in line, wait through this shit, and get the goods for you. So I don't know what they got, but I'm going to get, like, the shit that's got the most sugar in it, probably. Okay, we've got far enough that we can see the flavors now. It's a big step. We've really progressed now. We can actually start to process what might go into our mouths and bellies. So we've got the Mare di Berna, which I'm pretty sure is one of the cakey ones that I want. Caffè cioccolato amuletto, I think. That's 71% chocolate. I had that last time. Very good. Peanut boost. I think I could go for that. Nocciola is a hazelnut. A fior di latte, so that's your basic cream. Melon. English custard, which is the zuppa inglese. Caramel, vanilla, lemon, mango, cassis. We've got a real live Berner here, Andrea. She comes from just up the street. Andrea, you said this place is legitimate. It's very good?
Yes, it's excellent. Okay. Perfect.
The best gelato in Switzerland?
Yeah, I would say so.
Let's admit, possibly in the world. And what's the best flavor? What are you going to get?
The chocolate sorbet.
Okay, you heard it here first. Andrea says chocolate. Get yourself chocolate.
Which one? The other one?
Peanut butter with salt.
The salted peanut butter.
Caramel with salt is that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't even make up our mind here. There's too many options.
What do you have? Mare di Berna.
Oh, Mare di Berna.
I heard it's like a
Mare di
cakey
Berna.
one. Okay, so we've had about 4 recommendations here at least.
You have to get that.
I have to get. So we got peanut butter, Mare di Berna, chocolate, and peanut boost. Look,
And tonight you're lucky because the line isn't so long.
this is a short line.
Yes, it is.
But how long would you be prepared to wait for a
1 hour.
You would wait 1 hour.
Yes.
Well, I guess our 20 minutes is nothing then right now. We're very excited at this stage. We went through all the flavors. There's one a little bit particular here. Spargelfeld. What the fuck is going on with asparagus?
I don't know actually.
I tried it the other day and it was interesting. It's like
You tried it?
I did try it. You should try that one because it activates a lot of your taste receptors. Should I try it? Do you think I'm allowed to try it on for size? I might buy it. Is it a backwards or is it a forwards? Sold? Sold. Obviously honoring the tried tradition of gelato making from the Italians. And they do use, I saw the other day, they've got Carpigiani machinery in the back. I didn't see all the machines, so I'm going to be looking in there to see what they use. Let's go look at the flavors, Milan. What's the pink cake on the zuppa inglese? Hey, woo, I wonder what kind of alcohol, but that sounds exciting. Milan's going to get pissed. Can I try the zuppa inglese first? Okay, zuppa inglese. Oh, that is very, very good. Okay, I'm just going to get stuck in here because that's the way we got to do it. Because ice cream melts, you know. If you don't eat it right away, this will turn to liquid, believe it or not. Okay, so that's the salted caramel. That is sweet as all hell, and I love it. Milan ripping in. This, the Mare di Berna. No, yeah, that is peanut butter. Heavy on the peanut. What's my third one? I already forget. Oh, peanut boost. Caramel. And the nocciola. So this gelato runs the test. It'll hang up. It'll still stick up, so good temperature. Service temperature here is probably negative 14, I imagine. Super legit gelato. Right now, you're here in Bern with me, Stefan Pazzo, sometimes commentator, sometimes food eater. We just had some gelato, and as I understand it, if you go specifically to Gelato di Berna and order the Mare di Berna, you will get a beautiful sunset that afternoon, evening in Bern. And we are being rewarded for our gelato eating efforts. We've got a beautiful sunset dropping behind the horizon there, behind the main steeple of Bern. I don't know about you, but I can definitely feel the Bern with this sunset going down. There's another angle of Bern. Bern. There's rivers and bridges. And the sun. Look at that. So we're here at the Tramdepot, as it's called. It has another name, Altes Tramdepot in Swiss German. This is the spot of the Berner Rösti we're about to have. I think they got versions I've been told are the best with bacon in it, lardon, some pork fat. The PDG is reasonably well digested, 25-minute walk after 3 scoops of ice cream, ready to eat again. Let's go check it out. This is the bear pit, as I've been told. I don't know if there's any bears in here. It could be legend, but I've been told there's at least 3 bears that live in the bear pit here in Bern. Hopefully bears that can't scale concrete walls because it's not that far out. If they were really hungry, they could have some desperation and try and scale and get out of there. I mean, even that jump from there to here could be doable for a bear. I think some parkour humans could do it, so imagine the bear's leaping ability. Oh, I think I just saw one, but just ran away. We're not going to get a chance to see it all together, sorry. So we found the bear, and we got him with a tranquilizing dart. He's been petrified. He's right here. That's the bear from the bear pit. Yeah, he's higher than he's ever been right now here in the mountains. We're here at the Tramdepot. We got the menu. We didn't need to look far because specialties of the house. That's what we were sent here for. That's what we're going to eat. If you have a look, sun's gone down, but what a beautiful place this is, like right at the foot of the bridge, looking over the riverside here. The Emmental Rösti is what we're going to get. There's the city of Emmental, not far away from here at all, less than an hour. We drove through Emmental, so obviously known for their cheeses here. The Rösti is the dish. A Berner Rösti is what this region is famous for, so we're getting it. Shredded potato, soaked, spiced, and then pancake fried. And then the other specialty here is the Tramdepot beer sausage. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a beer sausage. And that cannot be left unordered. So beer sausage and Emmental Rösti coming up. And why not beer tower? I mean, a single beer is not going to get it done. Let's get the tower. Make sure that I hear the food tastes better when you order the tower. So we're just not taking any chances here. No cups is perfect. We're just going to take it right from the source here. It's not. If it goes down in one, I'm going to go down that staircase in one fell swoop right thereafter. So as soon as these cups arrive, I will consider sharing with my friends, but probably not. Cheers. And to God, that looks fucking amazing. So far, Hannah has won the order lottery. Maybe it's just for quantity, but it smells delicious too. And that thing look at like just fucking liver covered in gravy and onions with the potato roasty there. Anyways, that thing looks banging. Milano's got the Oscar Mayer wiener here. It's actually not an Oscar Mayer. It's a beer sausage sitting on a bed of sauerkraut. So I'm excited to rip into that. It's Milan's, but he's going to have to share today because he's eating with me. And, yeah, some mustard. So a little bit of parsley for color, just for color. Nothing else. So Hannah may have won the order lottery, but I have not come too far behind. I've got, like, whole pieces of bacon on top of a plate. Like, that is a winning situation. Anything wrapped in bacon is a better source of whatever it was before it was wrapped in bacon. So that goes too with covered in bacon. We've got like an applesauce chutney. I'm just gonna taste that right out the gate. I'm not chutney at all. Applesauce though, very very nice, sweet. I'm taking my first bite. All right, creamy, cheesy, bacony. That was what this was sold as. There's the up close. The cheese, my mouth is like watering so much. I'm surprised it's not dribbling yet. Fuck yeah. Well, I mean, it's tough to get into real culinary explanation here. It's like fatty ass bacon, greasy goodness, crunchy potatoes with like a soft, creamy cheesiness. I don't know. Like, this is just super comfort food. I'm going to eat it very quick. And here's the sausage. Get on there, sauerkraut. Get on there, moutarde. Mustard, sauerkraut, beer sausage bite. The acidity of the sauerkraut just pops and really opens that up. Sausage, super smooth, super easy to eat. Lots of flavor. The mustard really cuts it nice and sharp. I love Switzerland. So we've got a few plates here. They've been banging. Hey, Hannah, look over there. No, I'm just kidding. She's actually going to allow me to taste hers as well.
It's very good. I'd recommend trying just the meat. So in terms of like, offal is not the easiest to cook well, and that is just, go for it. Just put it in your face.
Look at that onion. There's that cabbage dripping down. I don't know, but I gotta go high. That's melting in your mouth. My man Felix here probably wouldn't like that. Very oniony. I love the onions. That is so good. Very caramelized at their limit, and the gravy perfect consistency. Like would stick to the spoon, but wouldn't lump and wouldn't slide away. That's a nice thick ass gravy. Everything here works.
Who's the winner?
I mean, it's a tough call. That dish is probably got the most body, but I think I gotta stick with what I've been sent here to eat. The Berner Rösti. This is the dish of the village. Bacon, cheese, potato. I love the Berner Rösti. As soon as this camera goes down, this plate's gonna disappear very quickly now. So the birthday girl, Lucy, has offered a piece of her flammekuche, tarte flambée. It's like a pastry thin pizza with ham and spinach and cheese. I get a feeling, if I set this up properly, this is a one-biter. Yeah, that's good. Crispy, crunchy, nice salty ham, a little bit of touch of veg. The onions there do give the crunch. Onions are nice in there. But yeah, tarte flambée. It's a good one too. We got winners all over the place here at the Tramdepot and the 3-liter beer tower. Why wouldn't you come here? We talked about the cheese and the chocolate. Yeah, we figured out the clocks, but also the Swiss Army knives. But right now, we're back in consumption mode. And this place here, Adriano's, recommended by Hausa as the best coffee in Bern. So we're going to go check that out and make sure we get properly caffeinated. Adriano's, we got our coffees here. Best coffee in the city, so we're told. And upon first sip, I am waking up substantially. Also, the Swiss, their breakfast, like basically in Bern, they told us that it's like just good bread, good cheese. So we've got ourselves a couple sandwiches here. Cheese, pickles, and egg. And then a salami. I'm going to start with this one, even though I've got the other plate in front of me. And just see how we go. Easy does it. Nice soft cheese. Pickle gives a good crunch. Egg blends well with the cheese. And the bread, nice, hard, crunchy. Covered in some rye flour. Absolute winner. So we're on the search for Bern's best bakery. We've just stumbled across the farmer's market here. No surprise, mounds of cheese over there with some cured meats. Some homemade pastas here, tortellones. Everything looks good. Farmer's market on this side, and it extends past these trams. All the way that way, an artisanal market as well. Some crafts and goods and clothing. But we're here for the food, so we're going to keep sniffing around for the food and see what we can get. We're tucked in between some Confederation Hall and the Swiss National Bank. Big old square here. Nice market. Whatever you do, come with Swiss francs. We got euros in our pockets, which are not that great. And they don't take cards, so we're off to find the closest bakery to it after having a nice sniff around. It's a nice looking market for sure. Some of the stands here to eat immediately look fabulous, and certainly their farmers market, all their produce looks great. They got good stuff in here. We just don't have the proper currency to get it done. So we're going to go somewhere we can use our electronic and digital funds. So we found our place. Storchen, Bäckerei, Confiserie, Keler. I'm sure I said it perfectly, and I'll get even better with my pronunciation as we look into their very traditional Swiss pastries and pies here. Of course, the Brankli, Heffenkranz, Frükentuken, the Schlossbergkuchen. We're going to ask him a couple questions about what the most Berner pastries are, but I could probably nail about one of everything from here, so let's go have a look. And then we'll have a Schogi-Gipfli. Yeah, Schogi-Gipfli. I still don't get it right. Schoki Taravegi. Let's get one of those too. Yeah, let's get the Berner Torte, and then that'll do it. We got to watch our weight. So it looks good too. Okay, so we got a 4-pack here. Double chocolate balls. 2 things I can't pronounce with shogi that start them off. One covered in icing sugar, the other filled with a lump of chocolate. They're all made in-house bakeries upstairs. No, chocolate is upstairs. Bakery and bakery downstairs, and Confiserie in the back. So everything house-made, very Berner bakery here. We're gonna get into it. I've just worked out my translatable fact for the day that Storchen must mean stork, because I can look at that logo and work out two things quite easily. All right, this one, Milan, give me a hint how we say the name of this again. Schloppy Stoffletaki? No? Okay, here we go. Light pastry, choux. There's going to be some chocolate in there. Icing sugar powdered. Mmm. Like a chocolate praline. A little bit of hazelnut in there. Nice, flaky, delicious. Get your hands on one of these. This is like an old school pain chocolat with a big chunk of chocolate in it. It's more brioche, a little bun-like, softer, more dense. It's a milk bun. I'm dropping chocolate. That's like kids' breakfast kind of thing. Milk bun, very simple, sweet but not out of control, with like a lump of nice milk chocolate in it. Speaking of milk chocolate, this is a lump or chocolate ball with looks like some almond slivers in it. I'm sure there's other goodies, but let's get to the center. Cookie crumb in there, some nuts, a big chunk of thick chocolate through the middle, and there's some booze in there. There's some rum soaked cake on the top layer, and the real mess maker. This is a face smasher. I'm a little bit worried about what's going to end up happening here. That's a big bite. It's meringue top, cream in the middle, looks like apricot, some almond slivers as well. Maybe even a little layer of chocolate there at the bottom. How do we get this all in? I guess like that. I'll do it. That is very refreshing. That one very delicious, very light. Cream's very on point. Meringue, just a thin layer so you get the texture at the top of the bite, but you don't really taste the sweetness of the meringue too much. The rest of it is that cream and apricot. Great work by the Storchens. Get yourself there. Storkel.
Bern was incredible. Walking up from the river, losing my breath, avoiding falling in little holes in the road, and knowing that there's bears out there that might get you, made those Berner Röstis taste all that much better. And that Gelato di Berna, some of the best I've ever had. Get to Bern. You'll thank yourself for it.
Sold? Sold.